Welcome everyone to She Did It web series teen edition. Woohoo! We apologize, we're a little bit late. There was a little bit of a crisis happening. But she's calm and composed now. Yes?
Yes.
You're feeling okay? All right. Well, I'm very excited to have you with me on the She Did It platform. And for those who don't know, this is my amazing daughter, Naylissah Joy Aristide. So I'm going to let her introduce herself as well. Okay. Like I said, she's a little bit shy. So thank you for, supporting her debut in being interviewed. Okay, so talk the basics. That's all it is, and then I'll ask you a few questions. Okay. So first question: tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, first, as she said, my name is Naylissah. I'm 15, turning 16 really soon. To put it simply, I do art. I'm an artist. I draw almost every day. It's literally a whole lifestyle thing. So that's one of the main things that I do when I talk about myself. Yeah.
You did great. You did awesome. So how did you get into art? That's what we want to know. That's the first question I have for you.
It was a long time ago, so it's hard to remember. I guess it was like when I realized that I wasn't so good at math and science and all that stuff. I wanted to try something. I felt like I was more in the creative way, creative side of education and stuff like that. So that's when I started to draw when I was younger. It was really bad at first, so I didn't know where I was going. I didn't know what I was going for exactly. But the more I drew, the better I got, and I realized that that's really my my area there.
Yeah. So what was your first coup de foudre, I could say, when it comes to drawing? Because different artists have different styles and passions. So how did you get into what you're doing now?
Well, what I'm doing now is comic book and stuff like that, and manga and anime stuff, because ever since I was a kid, me and my brothers, we've been watching anime for ever, and reading manga and all of that, for just all the time. So that's where I got my main art style.
Okay. So when you were young, because I like to have you tell the story of how you and your brothers got into this, right? I know you did a post on that.
Oh yeah.
On your Instagram, but maybe you could tell the people, because not everybody saw it, right?
Well, yeah. This post was mainly about my comic book that I'm working on. So the way it all started was we used to play imaginary kind of games in the basement, how we would pretend fire was shooting out of our fingertips, or different elements and stuff like that, and we would create characters on the whim, So, and then we would just imagine ourselves as these characters, and we basically created a whole story just like that. And sometimes we would end the story for the day, and then we would the next day we'd come back and restart where we were, so, yeah, with more detail and stuff like that. And then after that we decided why don't we just make a comic about this? When I started getting better at drawing and stuff, they were yo, we can just draw this and show it to the world,
Yeah.
So I was that is actually a really good idea. So so that's when we started getting to work. We did a whole bunch of brainstorming, and a whole bunch of like codecs and stuff like that. So we started like working really hard, and we finally got to post a few chapters this summer. So
Yay.
that was really cool.
That's awesome.
That was a big accomplishment.
Yeah, that's really good. So, yeah, so we're having a conversation, so you can look at me when you're talking, but that's okay. It's good to practice to look at the camera. I'm loving it, you know, but this is a conversation.
Okay.
All right. So that's really great. And when did you, because it started as a hobby, right? So, you know, then it became more serious. And how did it kind of turn into an entrepreneurship experience?
It was when, like, it started at school when people actually said they would pay for my art. Like, I was like, what? So I was really confused about that. I was like, they were like, yeah, I would pay, like, you know. And I'm like, so that's when, like, I realized that I can actually charge people to draw, like, something for them.
Yeah.
So that's how it really all started, when my, like, sort of friends started paying for me for art. Look, I always started with, like, the lowest of the low numbers. Like, I went from, like, $1, literally. It started when I started, it was, like, $1, which, honestly, I didn't mind, because back then it wasn't even that good. Like, it was, like... It's pretty bad.
In your mind, but if people wanted to pay for it, that means it was pretty good.
I didn't understand how many, like, I didn't understand why they wanted to pay for it. I was like, what? So, yeah, so, like, that's how it all started, kind of, yeah. I realized that I can actually make a, like, you know, a career and living out of this, so.
Yes. That's so awesome. And so, when you got that realization, then you started getting more interested, right? So tell us about some of the trainings that you did and some of the workshops that you participated in. Yeah.
I participated in a lot. So I think the one that I enjoyed the most was the Ambitious workshop. That was like over like a week, I think. It was like a week. And it was like so like informative. And there was a whole bunch of other girls that I still connect with today.
That's great.
And they were all like entrepreneurish kind of girls, you know. And at the end of that workshop, we like did a pitch on a business we started from day one. So we basically did a business like literally in 5 days. So that was like really cool. It was a really good workshop. And the other ones, I forgot the name.
That's okay.
I forgot the name. It was another business workshop. It was a one-day one, but it was very informative too. And there was some people from Ambitious that went to that one.
Yeah.
So it was really cool to see them again and everything. And we did some like ideas basing off of somebody else's pitch and stuff like that. So that was really fun. Yeah. And I got to learn more about the importance of like pitching and stuff like that, and different business stuff. Yeah. So.
Yeah. So tell us about the first official contract that you got.
Oh my gosh. That was, first of all, stressful. Because it was like, they were for like, you know, a pretty big company. So I was a bit stressed of like whether they would like it or something. So it was Industrial Alliance AI. And like it was like a branch off the company. And they asked us to do this thing for their anniversary thing. So it was like basically drawing these cute little elephants, and so I drew it, and then I sent it to him and everything, and I realized that I drew it on the wrong size. So the size was too small and everything, so I had to redraw the whole thing in one day. And I was just like, oh my gosh.
In one day?
Yeah, that was really stressful.
Wow.
And I didn't have my at the same time my other pen tablet broke, so I had to use like we had to like buy one like at like a Staples, like a cheap
real
one.
quick.
Yeah, like a cheap one at Staples that didn't even work properly. So I was like super stressed about it, but in the end everything went well, and they loved it and everything like that. So that was really fun.
That's right. Love that. So yeah, you were introduced to some of the challenges that we can have when we're in business. Right?
Yes.
So what did you learn from those challenges?
something that I learned, that everything is like, not everything's gonna go your way.
Yes.
Yeah,
That's
like
right.
sometimes there's just this complete twist that like you have to like kind of get used to that, you know. So like I sometimes I just can't handle that, you know. I can't handle
Yes,
like
and
extreme stress. Like I just can't handle that, you know. Sometimes I just lock myself in my room, you know, and like listen to music until I feel better. But like another thing I've learned is that like you really have to try hard. Like it's not easy.
No.
At all, especially being a woman and a teenager in this thing. It's just people take advantage of the prices and everything, thinking, you know, she's not gonna pay that much and stuff like that. She's not gonna charge that much. And one of the challenges I face the most is the people who don't want to pay for art. So they ask, like, they DM me and then they say like, hey, I want like, you know, art, like a portrait or something, and I say I charge, and then they get all like pissed and mad at me, and like, you know, some of them even like you know, say like bad things to me, like, you know, bad words and stuff like that. So I'm like, that was one of the challenges like I really had to get used to, because I know there's a lot of people who just won't pay for that. Which it's just, you know, it's just how it is.
Part of it, yeah. Even when it's other types of businesses, people, you know, complain about the prices and stuff. Yeah, so that's definitely important for you to have that understanding early. Yeah, because, you know, a lot of people get discouraged, you know, when they face these kind of challenges. So you're pushing through, and that's great.
Yeah.
So how about some successes that you've had besides, you know, those contracts that we talked about? Anything else that you want to share that you really...
well, first of all, like I said, it was posting the comic, a few chapters of the comic this summer. It was very like inspiring, because I was working really hard for it. So I like, you know, when I finally posted, we were all like very, very happy about it.
That's
like that.
Right.
And that one time where I like gained like 15 subscribers in one night, it was pretty cool. Like on the comic thing, it was pretty cool. I was like, oh my gosh. So yeah, that was pretty cool. And I haven't had like big contracts ever since the first big contract I had, but it's just the ones that are like $40, $50, those ones that made me really happy.
Yeah,
like people who would actually pay for those ones. That was like, yes, like I was like really happy about that. And
That's
even
really
like
great.
the small ones that people do on the side, like somebody asked me recently actually to make like a little chibi for them and stuff like that. So it was like a really like small drawing. I just had to do with like my finger or something, like on my iPad. But it was, even if it was that small drawing, like, and they still paid for it, so it was pretty cool.
That's right. That
awesome. Feels really nice.
Yeah. And, you know, as you move forward and as you get yourself out there, you'll get more contracts. And, you know, that's the purpose as well of sharing your story, so people can know what you do and how you do it, right? So I know that you have a lot of stuff online, and you put some work into tell us about the work that you put into, you know, having people actually fill out forms and getting to
that I just started. So I just started to do that, and I realized that like Google Forms exist. I'm like, wow. So
if you had asked me, I would have told you.
Well, I had no idea at all, so I was just like, oh wow.
But it's good to discover these things for yourself. I love that.
So I just did this form thing about stickers. So this is like one of the main things that I'm probably gonna sell.
Okay.
So I'm starting to do, like, before, like when I was at school, we started this art club. And we were going to sell stickers, but we never had the time to because of the whole COVID-19 thing. So I already did the drafts of all the stickers I was going to sell. So I was like, might as well continue it like now. So that's when I started the forums with the stickers and all that. And I just started, obviously. So we just like got one pack. So we'll see like how it goes. And then like the more I sell, the more I'll buy like the stickers, and then I'll start to do sticker packs and stuff like that. and then we'll see how that goes. So
That's right.
that's pretty exciting.
And what kind of other kind of art that you do
Well,
that people can kind of solicit you for?
I have 3 art styles. There's
Okay.
chibi, which is like, I don't even have to try for that one. It's just like cute and like small. And then there's cartoonism, which like basically like a cartoon version of yourself or a cartoon version of something else. And then there's realism, like, well, it's not realism, it's semi-realism, okay? Because like I'm not there yet to do actual.
I think you're
realism.
a little bit hard on yourself because the more you do it, the better you get at it. At anything you do, really. But yeah, you just showed me a portrait today, and it looks exactly like the person. Really.
Thank you.
So you just have to keep at it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you did some for me, which I love. So by the way, everyone, if you haven't seen that post, my daughter made some caricatures of women doing it, you know, just having this positive and confident attitude. And if you haven't seen it, make sure you scroll in the group to find it. And if you're watching on YouTube afterwards, make sure you go to Facebook and check them out. And also on IG, actually, on our IG account. So She Did It Network. Check it out. You'll see what she's done. And you're going to tell us all of your handles too, because we also want to be able to follow you.
I have a lot.
I know, that's why I said all your handles. Yeah, go ahead.
Well, okay, so actually I only have 2, which is like the 2 main ones.
Mm-hmm.
Which is my art account and my comic account. So my art account, look, these are on Instagram. The 2 main ones are on Instagram. My art account is NJA_WAP. So WAP stands for Walrus Art Productions, which is my like kind of thing there that I'm going for. And then my comic one is Tal Chronicles. So yeah, that's just TAL Chronicles. Yeah, it's just all together and stuff like that. And also on Facebook, it's the same thing, except my art account is just Naylissah Joy Aristide. You just search that up and you'll find it.
What about other?
I'm on YouTube.
Social media.
I'm on YouTube, but I only did like, it's only speed paints of like random cartoon stuff. So it's just Walrus Arts and Arts with ARTZZ, and you'll find it. Other social medias. Well,
for the teens or the young
on,
people.
Yeah, I have Tal Chronicles on Twitter, which is the same thing, TAL Chronicles.
Oh, that's not for teens, actually, yo.
Really?
So that's cool. Yeah, Twitter.
Twitter.
Yeah, Twitter is for entrepreneurs a lot more than something like what's the name again? The other one there? I don't know.
Snapchat?
Is it?
I don't know.
No, TikTok. I was thinking.
Oh. I barely use that one, so.
But you do have it.
Yeah,
okay.
I do have it, but like it's the same thing. Tal Chronicles.
Okay.
I barely use that one though, so there's like almost nothing on there. I think that's it. I think there's so much, so I don't know.
Well, we'll put all the ones that you stated, and if you remember any other ones, we'll put it underneath in the group and also on the YouTube channel. We'll put all the handles so people can find you. So I have to say I'm super, super proud of you. You know that. I'm always saying that to you, and I'm just excited to, share you with our tribe and anybody else that's watching. And do you have any advice for like maybe a young girl that is wanting to, not just art, but anything that she's passionate about that wants to, start a business with it?
Well, I know it's kind of cliche, but like it's really don't give up, because literally, like if you give up, like you never know what you're gonna miss, like before, like I almost gave up on art and the whole thing, like, and now I would have never gotten here if I did. So
Yeah.
it's really don't give up. That's the main thing, and keep working hard. Yeah.
Yes, love it. So, any parting words for us?
Well, thank you
Oh,
for
you're welcome.
inviting me here. So
Yeah.
I'm really glad to be here.
Yay.
It's really a great opportunity that you've given me. So,
Oh, my
thank you so
pleasure.
much.
And we'll definitely look at doing different things for teens because I think it's really important, all the experiences that you've had, even doing trade shows and everything like that, I think it would be a good thing for us to kind of organize different workshops and things like that for other girls that are looking to start something, right?
Really,
So it doesn't have to be big. You just have to be passionate about it and just get out there, right?
Exactly.
Ah, great. So thank you again.
Thank you.
You did great. Didn't she do great? Yay. So thank you everyone for watching, and we'll see you next week with our next guest. Very special guest. Joanne is going to be leading that, so very exciting. And keep abreast of what we're doing. Join us on the Facebook group, and also follow us on IG. We're also on Twitter. We're going to get more active on Twitter very soon. So anyways, thank you everyone. So bye. Now I think I need to get up and stop.
Yeah, probably.
Okay.